So you got first class taste with your fragrances, but then maybe an economy class budget. Well, don't worry, today I've got you guys covered. 10 different cheap clone fragrances that smell just as good as the much, sometimes very much more expensive originals. Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents Scents. Hope that you're doing well. Everything that I talked to you about today is gonna be linked in the description below. Let's get it kicked off with a fragrance that looks like a pillar. And that's the name of this one, Blue Pillar.
Bruh.
Or no, actually it's Afnan's Historic Olmeda. I have no clue why I said the name of the fragrance brand that way. Afnan. Yeah, Historic Olmeda. This one looks like a pillar, essentially, with an Afnan right on top, and they even throw in a tassel right there. Whoever said that clone fragrance bottles look tacky? Not me, I never have said that. So this one is a blue fragrance, which you may have guessed by the blue coloration, but you'll notice it's not like a light blue. This is more like a royal blue, a little bit deeper, right? And the fragrance itself actually matches that. I don't know if that was intentional. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that it was. So like I said, it's a blue fragrance, but it's sort of a mix, you know? It's not really directly the same as one other scent out there. So it's got like a little Dylan Blue. It's got a little Bleu de Chanel. It even has like a tiny touch of a Ventus lurking in there and a sprinkle of Sauvage as well. So yeah, it's kind of an amalgamation of sorts, a Frankensteinian blue fragrance. So it has nice freshness to it, nice mass appeal, extremely versatile, very easy to use, but then it also is a little bit darker than some of those other fragrances that I just mentioned. And to top it all off, it's pretty strong. Yes, this is that type of blue scent that, while it does have, like I said, good versatility, complement factor, all that stuff that you generally would assume a blue fragrance has, it's been, how do we say this? It's been juicing, it's been working out, and it has huge trapezoids because it's just non-stop with that steroid usage. And that's not even the best part. The best part, yeah, it's like 25 bucks. It doesn't cost much. And in terms of notes, the note breakdown does scream blue fragrance. It has grapefruit, bergamot, pink pepper, juniper, cedar, ambergris, apple, musk, and more. So this is that type of scent if you want something that's gonna remind you of a number of different fragrances while not being the same as any of them. So it's kind of its own blue fragrance while also being directly inspired by some of the biggest ones out there. And it's gonna give you a kick in the pants with really nice longevity, all on the cheap. Pretty good. The next fragrance, if you've never seen it, is fairly interesting looking in terms of the presentation and the box style. It's by Rue Braca, who is most well known for their fragrance Theorem. This one is called Nexa Immortal. Yeah, check that bottle out. It's got like a pearlescent finish to it. I don't know how many of you out there are gonna get this, but it reminds me a little bit of like the pearlescent car finishes that you can give your car in different racing games. Oh, pearl, cool. But wait, that's not all. The box is also kind of interesting. It slides like that, and then you just kind of flip the top and pull the bottle out. Nexa, the future of fragrances now. I don't know. And the price on this one, also real low. You're talking about 25 bucks, sometimes even less. You can find it online sometimes right around 20. So yeah, basically bargain bin prices. And the fragrance smells similar to Parfums de Marly's Greenly, but with a twist. And what is that twist, you might ask? Well, it has pumped up citrus when you first spray this one on. So it's got even more of like a fruity sweetness when you first spray it right off the top. So it's got apple, bergamot, and mandarin orange. All of that hits you right away. Very sweet, very fresh, super inviting. Also has a little bit of that like apple shampoo-esque vibe that Greenly has. A lot of people will say that's what Greenly reminds them of. In a good way, all good things, all good things. As it dries down, oak moss, musk, you have different floral notes in there, and it's more of a spring, summertime fragrance, pretty much just like the PDM. And even though the performance is not quite as beastly as this guy over here, still gets the job done, especially for a spring, summertime scent, and at the price point that it goes for, the quality is fantastic. Ah! And frankly, I kind of like the whole design here. It's like this weird futuristic thing that they're going for, and then it smells like Greenly, and I'm just like, all right, Cool, man. You do you, brother. So we've already got 2 fragrances here that you can pick up all together for like 50 bucks or less. And if you want it to be even more or less, then you can use these codes to make it so. The Gift Express code is bumped up. It's 15% now. Thank you, Gift Express. Thank you. So Gents 15% off at Gift Express. All the other codes that you see here, you can use across a multitude of websites to save yourself some extra money. So we got the perfume box, fantastic deals on clones at that website. Absolutely check them out. JOMASHOP, of course, which only works through the app, those codes. Then we got Max Aroma, Maple Prime, and many more. And in case you haven't caught on yet, I'm trying to keep this a little bit more fresh-centric since we are heading into the warmer months as of when I'm filming this, but I've still got a couple in here that are more fall-winter. Like this one, Bravanzo Imperial. I gotta say, after these two with their kind of flashy presentation, somewhat flashy, going to the Bravanzo, I'm like, Bravanzo Imperial is by Ramon Blazar, which is basically just part of Dumont Paris. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And this is another fragrance, and I swear this is not the theme today, but this is another fragrance where it's not necessarily full on a one-to-one. This is a hybridization, a bit of a mix that makes its own thing and helps it stand out potentially even more than what it smells most similar to. So get ready to wrap your head around this. It is gonna blow your mind. Imperial. Okay, stay with me now. This is a clone of Electimus Imperium. Oh my God. It makes so much sense now. Everything just, oh my God. So yeah, Imperium by Electimus. Now, a lot of people out there are not gonna be ultra familiar with that fragrance, to be fair. It smells a bit similar as well to Nishane's Ani, so you could get this kind of as an alternative to that fragrance. And it even has like a sprinkling, a smattering, a spattering of like Cedrat Boisé in there. Which of course, when you're talking Cedrat Boisé, that means people are gonna say Aventus. So yeah, there's like a bunch of different things that you could pull from this fragrance, you know, different things that you could say, it's a little similar to that. It's a little similar to that. Maybe a little similar to that. It's got nice freshness, a good amount of vanilla in there as well, which you can pick up pretty much right away. When you spray this on, it's like citrus, vanilla, has some creaminess in there, some woodiness as it dries down as well. The performance, nice. The quality, really high. And even though the bottle maybe doesn't quite stack up to the flashiness that we've come to expect from clone scents out there, it's still a great pickup. At least the bottle's heavy. That counts for something, right? Heavy bottle? I don't know. What is that, like a 1/4 point up if the bottle's heavy? The quality's pretty good, I guess. I don't know, it's like a 1/4 point better. Let me just throw this one in as a bit of a bonus. Okay, so we're gonna do it real quick, keep it moving. So there's technically 11. Frag Lover's Tea from FOMO. Yeah, are you a frag lover? Do you love tea? Well, this one's for you, brother. You can trust me. I'm a very trustworthy individual. Yeah, come into my van. There's lots of clones in here. Come on, yeah. Oh, snap out of it. What was I doing? Oh. Anyway, back to Frag Lover's Tea. This one right here smells similar to a fragrance that is behind me, over here. Gucci Pour Homme 2. Draw an arrow. Where is it? There it is. It's way back there. Way back there. That's discontinued now. But yeah, unfortunately, Gucci discontinued a lot of fragrances that were super good, man. Envy, Rush, Gucci Pour Homme 1 and 2, and actually a few other ones that were really good as well, but we don't need to dwell on that. This right here is pretty much as close as you can get to that without paying an arm and a leg. Solid performance, very calming, a little bit sweet, high quality tea. Great for spring and summer, and just a really classy fragrance. And thankfully, they did a really bang up job at getting as close as they could to that, which I really like. Discontinued stuff, my favorite. Is that the most hipster thing ever when it comes to fragrances? Yeah, man, this one's real underground. They don't even make it anymore. It's so good. Okay, let's go fall winter with the next one. This is Hercules by Maison Alhambra. Now, we've talked about heavy bottles, and all of these, they do that. This one, I don't know, it's neutral. But the cap, ooh. I've said it every time, looks like an Oregon Trail wagon. I think that's a litmus test for how old you are. Like, show them this cap and be like, what does that look like to you? If you say Oregon Trail wagon train, you old, bro. Don't worry, I see the Oregon Trail wagon train. I'm calling myself that. Oh. Oregon Trail was cool, man. It's still around. I'm just saying it's cool. That's all I'm saying. Hercules, it's a good atomizer, honestly. This is Herod. It's very obvious, right? It's one of those ones where they are not trying to hide it too much. You know, some of them, they get a little funky, right? They're doing their own thing, and then you have to figure out, you gotta play a guessing game. Ooh, what's this smell like? This one, you know right away. Really good, too. It's actually pretty priced, man. It's kind of goofy. This is one that, if I recall correctly, when I first got it in, it wasn't as impressive. It was one of those ones where you had to let it sit for a while. What is it with us and treating clone fragrances that are $20 like they're a fine wine? Like, what? Yeah, this one's a 2021 vintage. Been just letting that stew in the bottle there, and it's just opened up. Just a bouquet of scents. Fantastic. 2025, far too young. You really need to let it age. Like, bro, that's a $20 fragrance. What are you doing? And yet we all do it. Fan-freaking-tastic. Gonna salt base some tobacco leaves on there. Tobacco fragrance. It's good. It's good. Rich, warm, sweet, fantastic. I've got a couple new ones coming up here that I picked up recently that have absolutely blown me away. I'll get to those in just a second. The next one is gonna be Falcon Fur. I love to say the name, French Avenue. And I would like to apologize, I mean this sincerely, to all of my native French-speaking viewers. I did take French in high school, but that was a long time ago. And you're not gonna believe this, but where I live, there's nobody to practice speaking French to. So my French is, how's the word? It's god awful. So I apologize, I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the fragrance. So this is God of Fire. Great atomizer. Love a pressurized atomizer, especially ones like that are just a straight up fire hose. Look at that. 3 sprays. This is how you can tell that your tester strip has gotten really saturated. You hold it out, and if it used to be straight and now it's like drooping at the end there, that bad boy, that puppy is soaked. I don't know if that's coming across at this distance. If it's not, you're gonna have to trust me. It's gotta droop. It's highly scientific. It's gotta droop. So yeah, you can tell it's got that good atomizer. I sprayed too much. Only 3 sprays, but now I taste it. Fatal mistake. So yeah, God of Fire, and there are a good amount of God of Fire clones that have been popping out on the old marketplace here lately. Some very expensive, some more affordable. To me, of the ones that I own, this is the best one. And I'll tell you why. It's not insanely expensive like some of the other ones. The quality is fantastic and it's more balanced. Now you can get God of Fire clones that are way more like ostentatious with the mango. So if you want that, there are ones out there you can get that have more mango than this one. And if you want one that has like more of a woody aspect to it, you can get that as well. This one is more kind of like riding right down the middle, kind of. You get the mango, you get the sweetness, but then you get those woodier aspects as it dries down. And like I said, quality, price point, and kind of jack of all trades take on that style of clone, of that fragrance, I should say, is why I like that one the most. But it may not be for you. It's gonna be dependent on what you're looking for in a God of Fire clone. But if somebody asked me, hey, I just want one, what's the best bang for my buck? I'd be like, hey, probably that one. It's pretty good, bro, it's pretty good. The next fragrance comes to us from Zemaya, and it's called Itcan Noir. Itcan, is that how you pronounce it? Itcan, I'm pretty sure. Kind of an interesting bottle design here. It's got like the wings over here, the wings of redemption. And this is a very obvious one when you look at the note breakdown. That's pretty much all I had to do. Look at the note breakdown, give it a couple sprays like so, and then go, yes. So it is YSL's Myself, which you could say, I don't know, man, noir, does that make sense for Myself? Because at the end of the day, Myself is very clean, easy to wear, bergamot, ambrifix, orange blossom, very smooth white florals, massive compliment puller, insanely versatile, but like I said, very fresh, right? So you say, noir, and the bottle is kind of blacked out, but then, oh yeah, YSL Myself comes in an all blacked out bottle. So never mind, it's okay. It passes the vibe check. And this is one of those bad boys that will linger on you and you may write it off, at least initially, and be like, it's good, it's there, I smell it, but does it have enough gusto? And the answer is yes. Yeah, it actually sticks around for a pretty good amount of time. Yeah, for a myself fragrance, it's gonna linger. Quality also real good. That's one that I didn't need to let sit at all. It was like ready to roll right off the rip. The next one, massive for summer. Absolutely massive. Smells amazing. And the dry down, it is top notch. It is this one, Awatif Pour Homme by Zamaya. So 2 Zamayas in a row. Now, presentation, a little bit, I don't want to say underwhelming, unassuming. Unassuming. See, that sounds positive, doesn't it? But yeah, a little unassuming, nothing that looks bad, but it doesn't really tell you a whole heck of a lot, right? And it's not super flashy like some of these other ones. So you spray it on and you think, what is this? Ah, Louis Vuitton. Mint, apricot, fig, tartness from black currant, fresh, sweet, a little bit green, Pacific Chill. That is Pacific Chill, and it is surprisingly good, especially, like I said, as it dries down. Not that the opening is bad, because it's not. You've got citrus in there, you've got stone fruit, you've got black currant, you've got mint, all these things going on, like I said, fresh, sweet, zingy, a little bit tart, green, but as it dries down, man, it just opens up, and the quality is, for an inexpensive fragrance, real good. The issue with this one is that as of when I'm filming this video, not super easy to find in stock. You can order it direct from Zamaya, but then shipping charges are a little bit, because you go, oh yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too, like price almost doubles. So it's one of those ones where yes, absolutely killer alternative, but I would try to wait and pick it up when it's in stock at discounters. Because you do that, amazing. You're gonna be feeling great. You're gonna be feeling like $1 million. Summertime, you're gonna be smelling killer. But if you end up paying double to get it, you know, because of shipping and everything at that point, it's kind of like, well, suck some of the fun out of it. Next fragrance is Arche. Arche by French Avenue. It's like my fragrance, except with an R in there, which makes it sound a little bit Arche. You see what I'm getting at there? Technically, it's Arche Extrait though. Yeah. So it's an extrait strength Arche. So this fragrance, it's another good pressurized atomizer. Gotta love that. Just throw a little magnetic cap on there and it's perfect. This fragrance is similar to L'Homme Platine Privé by Guerlain. Guerlain was like, L'Homme Ideal Cologne. This fragrance smells awesome. Discontinue it. Yeah. Years later, they were like, you know what? You remember that one fragrance we did? It was like, L'Homme Cologne. Let's bring that back. But we're gonna change it a little bit, you know, put a little tweak on that. And we're gonna call it Platine Privé. And it came out and everyone went, this is, discontinued. What? So of course that means however many years from now, Guerlain is gonna be like, hey guys, you remember those 2 that we brought? Let's do it a 3rd time. But this time, hear me out. Stick with me. After 1 month, discontinued. Fucking genius. Please hire me. I'll be like, guys, let's not discontinue it. Let's try to like advertise it, maybe get it out there a little bit. Oh, I'm fired? Okay, cool. Excuse me for the rant, but Arche Extrait is in the L'Homme Ideal Platine Privé style. It is not directly the same as Platine Privé. So if you're wanting it to be the exact same, it's not. But this is one of those fragrances that as time goes on, it does end up smelling better, fuller, richer. It does have a nice woodiness in there, a little bit of a creaminess like you would expect from L'Homme Ideal Platine Privé. Nice sweetness as well. Super easy to wear, kind of classy, high end to an extent. And really wonderful smelling citrus off the top. Grapefruit, bergamot. Like I said, a little creamy, so it's not like a super sharp citrus or anything like that, but it wears extremely well. Let this one age for a little bit like a fine wine and it will reward you. This is pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty nice. This is the Lions Club by Armaf and it's Rougier. Has that interesting little flap, that magnetic flap. A little squeaky. So I don't know, where does this stand? You know, because we have no magnetic caps up here. And this has a magnet, but it is not a magnetic cap. It's a magnetic strap. I've talked about this fragrance before and some of the others in this line, but I've never decided if the magnetic strap counts for anything or not. Because you know, a magnetic cap, that improves everything. But I don't know, you guys are gonna have to let me know what you think. Yes or no? I don't know. You do have to kind of straddle the strap in order to spray this one, which can make it a little bit awkward, but not the end of the world, I guess. And really, when the fragrance smells this good, it doesn't matter too much, I guess, at the end of the day. This is a top-notch Parfums de Marly Layton clone. There are, to be fair, a lot of those out there, and it is a bit of a fingerprint magnet that's a little bit hard to keep looking shiny and nice. So you gotta keep a little rag around to wipe it down. Gotta love that. So yeah, even though Armaf is late to the Layton clone party, this stuff is just absolutely lights out. If this had been the first Layton clone that came out, ooh, it would have been trouble. Still though, it is absolutely fantastic. And as far as just straight up Layton clones, not Layton exclusive or anything like that, could be the best. Although to be fair, I do need to do a side by 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 side of all the different Layton clones. There are a few. We will finish this video with Armaf's Infinity, and depending on where you look online, it may be listed as Infinity Silver or Infinity Black. So I will give you both of those names just in case. I think it's one of those things where they basically just, you know, had it coming out as Infinity, and so some places were like, oh, Infinity Black, like the bottle, and other people were like, no, Infinity Silver, like the trim. So this is similar to L'Homme Ultime by Yves Saint Laurent, which is discontinued. It's expensive. It's hard to find. Great for spring, really solid for summer as well. Early fall also. Fresh, zingy, bright, classy. In terms of notes, a lot of citrus off the top. Bergamot is gonna be one of the main citrus notes along with lemon. Also pepper, rose, and woods in here as well. The rose is very fresh, very, very lightly powdery. Not anything to go, you know, get worked up over. It's not jammy or anything. Like I said, really fresh and as masculine as a rose can be in like a spring, summertime scent. Absolutely killer for casual use. Really, 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 really good stuff. Did my voice just crack? Oh no. Delete the whole video. So there we go. Infinity is ending this one. I think most places this is Infinity Silver, but I think Fragrantica, I think, is the place that has it as black, Infinity Black. So there we go, guys. Those right there smell absolutely killer. Some of these straight up close to like one-to-ones with what they are inspired by. Other ones are more like hybrids that could give you like an interesting twist, something a little bit different, but similar enough to the original fragrance that they're closest to that you could wear them instead of the original. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.